Seriously. Liz Cambage has come out and said, yes, these girls need to lean into their feminine side and make some extra coin, if you know what I mean. Wow. Former WNBA star Liz Cambage urged current players to find an extra source of income as the league and its union appear to be on a dramatic collision course in the upcoming offseason. Cambage, who
This particular subject matter might raise some eyebrows and isn't exactly suitable for all audiences. However, given all the discussions surrounding collective bargaining agreements and athlete compensation, it presents an intriguing angle worth examining. A former professional basketball player has publicly stated that female athletes should consider broadening their revenue streams if they're serious about increasing their earnings. The suggestion? Content subscription platforms. Indeed, Liz Cambage has openly expressed that these athletes ought to capitalize on their appeal and femininity to generate additional revenue.
Season. Cambage, who left the LA Sparks in 2022 after a career as a four-time All-Star, joined OnlyFans and reportedly earned more on the subscription-based platform than she did playing professional basketball. She told TMZ Sports in a recent interview that WNBA players should be focused on getting extra income any way they can get it.
Former professional basketball standout Liz Cambage has encouraged active players to seek alternative income sources as tensions between the league and its players' association seem headed toward a significant confrontation during the next break period. Cambage, who departed from the Los Angeles Sparks back in 2022 following a distinguished run as a four-time elite selection, joined a subscription content platform and allegedly generated more revenue there than throughout her entire professional basketball tenure. During a conversation with TMZ Sports, she stated that professional female basketball players ought to concentrate on securing supplementary earnings through whatever means available. Her exact words were that everyone understands what these athletes earn playing professionally, and it's relatively easy to surpass that amount through alternative ventures. She emphasized her belief that female athletes deserve better compensation for participating in the sport they're passionate about, and everyone needs to secure their income however possible. Cambage provided guidance for athletes considering similar paths, potentially directing her message toward players like Angel Reese, who recently made headlines with comments about her appearance.
Quote, you know the WNBA salary. It's not hard to make more money doing anything, she said. Quote, I feel like women got to make more money playing the sport they love. I think everyone has got to get it how they can, as I'm standing here in a mink coat. Wow. Okay. She offered advice to players who may be interested in following her.
Her counsel was straightforward, remain authentic and true to individual character. She reflected on how previous generations lacked the platforms or freedom for female athletes to express themselves fully, but contemporary society allows women to embrace their femininity more openly, including expressing their sensuality, which can be profitable and enjoyable. One significant observation about the league is its failure to capitalize on and promote these athletes as beautiful, feminine individuals. While the organization embraces various identities and lifestyles, there appears to be a notable gap in celebrating this particular aspect. Consider Sophie Cunningham as an example, an attractive athlete whose analytics reveal she ranks third among the most searched players across the entire league. Throughout much of the recent season, she served as a reserve player and deserved recognition for that role.
Offered advice to players who may be interested in following her in her footsteps. Angel Reese, you got your ears on? She's about to tell you how it's done. Quote, just be you. Stick to your personality. Angel came out this week and said she's not sorry because she's so fine. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. I certainly saw it and was like, nah, it's not worth a video. Quote, I feel like back in the day.
Eventually, she transitioned to the starting lineup before sustaining an injury. Cunningham demonstrates intelligence in leveraging her marketability and appearance to create substantial income through endorsements and promotional activities. There's legitimate validity to this approach. Nobody's suggesting that every athlete must join subscription platforms, but the league desperately needs stars who embrace traditional femininity. To put it plainly, if the goal involves attracting larger audiences, particularly male viewers, this represents a proven strategy.
It's not worth a video. Quote, I feel like back in the day, there wasn't an opportunity or a space for women to be who they are, but now I feel like women being more girly are earning their sexuality more, and it's fun. I will say this league greatly suffers from not taking advantage and encouraging these women to truly embrace being beautiful women. I mean, honestly.
Cunningham even created content addressing how female athletes can attract male viewership to their sport. This is a recognized phenomenon that shouldn't be ignored due to political correctness concerns. The entire salary discussion intensified when the 2024 rookie class, headlined by Caitlin Clark, entered the league. Clark clearly earned substantially more through sponsorship deals than her initial contract, which totaled approximately $76,000. Minnesota Lynx player Nafisa Collier has emerged as a vocal advocate for improved player compensation, directly challenging Commissioner Kathy Engelbert during her season-ending media availability.
Embrace being beautiful women. I mean, honestly, they don't. They embrace all kinds of other lifestyles, but they don't embrace that part of the league. Look at Sophie Cunningham. She's a beautiful woman. Well, I've told you guys before, the analytics tell me she's the third most searched, looked for star in the entire WNBA. And for most of this season, or for a lot of this season, she was.
Worth noting is that Collier also has ownership interest in a competing league, which adds context to her criticisms. The central question becomes whether Cambage's perspective holds merit. To some degree, the argument carries weight. Again, there's no mandate requiring every athlete to join subscription platforms, but the league appears to actively avoid certain conversations and realities. The organization struggles significantly with celebrating heterosexual feminine athletes.
WNBA. And for most of this season, or for a lot of this season, she was a sixth person. By the way, she should have won sixth person of the year. Sophie, you got robbed. But the point is, and then, of course, she contributed as a starter until she got hurt. But she's a beautiful woman, and she's not dumb. Sophie's not stupid. You can tell she uses that to her advantage in marketing and makes a lot of money doing it. I mean,
This represents a serious issue because the league has reportedly created an environment where some players felt pressured to leave due to not conforming to certain expectations regarding sexual orientation. This constitutes a major problem since sports audiences recognize this dynamic. Apparently, league officials don't realize this information has become widely known. The organization...
There is some truth in it. Doesn't mean you have to go and jump on OnlyFans. You ain't got to do that. But the league badly needs feminine stars. I mean, let's just be honest. Women, you want to get more viewers to tune in. I mean, I think Sophie made a video, in fact, something about women get men to want to watch TV. You know.
Back in earlier times, before certain modern terminology existed, men found attractive women appealing and women found attractive men appealing. This was considered normal behavior that everyone accepted. Therefore, Cambage's position contains some truth. Once more, joining subscription platforms isn't mandatory. However, it's surprising that more athletes don't utilize cosmetics during competitions, especially given the availability of sweat-resistant makeup products designed specifically for athletic performance.
Was furious at Kathy, and I don't think it seems like she purposely misjudged the question to make a pretty okay point. Because
the WNBA wants to forbid us to make a lot of more money than we're ever going to make here, what it seems like in other leagues. So it's very personal. People have families. This is our job. We make more money in China, Russia, Turkey than here. So it is very personal.
Whether teammates discourage this practice or if the league itself creates barriers remains unclear. Regardless, this represents a massive marketing opportunity the league continues to overlook. The potential remains enormous and largely untapped. What remains undeniable is that this approach could significantly boost the league's visibility and commercial success while helping athletes maximize their earning potential during relatively short professional careers. Satu Sabely has consistently expressed strong opposition to Commissioner Kathy Engelbert's leadership, frequently attributing various league issues to her management decisions.
Than here, so it is very personal, and I don't think why it shouldn't become personal.
And that's asking obviously about Adam Silver saying that it became too personal. Like, we all understand what getting personal means, and it's not what Satu's describing as. And I think she's trying to, like, she is making a good point. And in fairness, like, Satu basically leaked that she's getting paid more than 200 under $250,000.
The Wings forward has directed criticism toward Engelbert regarding multiple aspects of league operations, including scheduling concerns. When Dallas faced 4 games within an 8-day stretch, Sabely voiced complaints about the compressed timeline, though similar scheduling challenges affect numerous WNBA teams throughout different periods of the season. This pattern of assigning responsibility to the commissioner has become a recurring theme in Sabely's public statements. During recent discussions about collective bargaining, Sabely appeared to deliberately reframe a question to emphasize a valid concern about player compensation. She highlighted how the league's current structure prevents athletes from earning significantly higher salaries compared to what they receive through international opportunities.
More than 200 under $250,000. That is, Satu has leaked what she got paid in Unrivaled. She said she got paid more in Unrivaled than she has every season of her career until this year. So that's kind of what that is, between 200 and $250,000. And Satu is one of the bigger names. So I would assume that that's most players' salaries. Most players would be in, I think that's what the average salary is. I think everyone's making 6 figures. I would say like an Azare.
These financial limitations carry serious implications since professional basketball serves as these athletes' primary livelihood and affects their families. Competition from overseas markets in China, Russia, and Turkey consistently offers more lucrative contracts than domestic opportunities, making compensation discussions particularly significant for players. The personal nature of these financial matters justifies why negotiations have intensified. The context surrounding these comments relates to NBA Commissioner Adam Silver's observation that collective bargaining discussions had become excessively personal. When examining what constitutes crossing into overly personal territory, Sabely's characterization doesn't align with Silver's actual concerns.
Everyone's making 6 figures. I would say like an Azare or a Steph Dolson is probably on 120K or something. And then on the upper end, I think Sabrina was on $1 million. I'd say Angel Reese is on 400-500K. Should have been more. Sabrina should not have been the highest paid player in that league. But other than Fiends do, of course. But what we've heard about it being $1 million,
her argument about compensation disparities holds merit, particularly given recent salary disclosures from the upstart Unrivaled League. Reports indicate Sabely earned between $200,000 and $250,000 from Unrivaled, which she confirmed exceeded her annual WNBA compensation for every season except the most recent one.
Clearly, that's not an official thing. If Satu's saying that they're still paying more in Turkey, because none of these leagues are paying Satu Sabely $1 million other than what was supposedly in the WNBA. And look, I mean this when I say this. Satu's got absolutely no loyalty towards Unrivaled. Like, if Satu's making more money in the WNBA, she'd go in the WNBA. If Fenerbahce offered Satu $500,000 to play, Satu would be playing for Fener. Like, it's kind of as simple as that. If like Satu is Satu for better or for worse. But Adam Silver is very clearly, when he says it got too personal, the fact that Nafisa Collier and Kathy Engelbert are in a battle of you're a liar, no, you're a liar. Like, it's nothing to actually, like, it's not even productive. Like, it's at the stage now with Fee and Kathy where it's not even productive CBA talks. Actually, like, it's not even productive. Like, it's at the stage now with Fee and Kathy where it's not even productive CBA talks. It's just calling each other, it's just insulting each other as people, basically. It's Kathy insulting Fee in a roundabout way, and Fee just insulting Kathy in a not a very, very straightforward way. So that's what Adam Silver means. We know that. But I think her point is very much on the money as long as the players, like, if the players are getting paid more in Unrivaled, there is an issue. There is an issue. Paid more in Unrivaled. There is an issue. There is an issue there. That should never be the case. Like, the 4x to the salaries. The problem is, again, when it comes to revenue split, if that's what the players are looking for. But, like, there's definitely an amount of money that will be reached to players. And I still stand by. I think the key number is probably